I've gotten so many crazy DMs. I've gotten fans that send me pictures of things. Hey, it's Prince Royce and I'm answering questions from the Confessions Cube with page 6. Here we go! I don't know why I heard Mario's voice. How did the idea to reimagine classic pop hits with bachata twist first come to you? It was actually the first time I did Stand By Me, it was somebody from the label. He had said that covers do really well. I always thought it was kind of weird, like, you know, I had all these beautiful songs written and they're like, choose a cover song that you'd like to do, and I chose Stand By Me, and that was really history. It was really a way for me to get into the game and really get heard, and I thought it was really cool because I was able to bring two cultures together, a classic English song in bachata. Stand By Me introduced you to the world 15 years ago. Was revisiting that style for this project emotional at all? Definitely, I think it was definitely nostalgic and emotional because it reminded me of, you know, it kind of brought me back to that time when I was doing that with Stand By Me. I mean, I was much younger with much less experience, and I also would reference it a bit and think to myself, you know, what was it that I did then that made it feel unique and real and open-hearted, and I would always kind of try to find that same feeling with these songs. How did you choose How Deep Is Your Love as the lead single to introduce Eterno? How Deep Is Your Love by Bee Gees, I think it's just a classic, legendary song. I also like that for bachata it's a different tone, it's a different kind of key. It's very musical, has like unique backgrounds, so I thought it'd be a good way to introduce the album. You've got over 80 million followers. What's one thing fans still don't know about me? Fans, I always say this because they may not know that I ride motorcycle, that I got my scuba diving license, I got 55 jumps skydiving as well. So that's something kind of crazy that I think people don't really know. What did a typical studio session look like while you were recording this project? I would get the original vocal of the original artist and then I'd put it on the bachata beat first. I did most of it at home, actually, very chill, very relaxed. Just a mic, the musicians, I did a lot of guitar work in person. So that's kind of how it looked. Was there one track on Eterno that challenged you the most creatively or emotionally? I think Killing Me Softly was a challenge. It had like very high and different type of backgrounds and vocals. Difficult one to record just because of stuff like that. Which milestone in your career still gives you goosebumps when you think back on it? I think one moment in my career that was very, I don't know, historic and impactful was actually singing Stand By Me with Benny King at the Latin Grammys. I think that, I don't know, getting a song that really kind of brought me to achieve my goals and my dreams, and then singing it with Benny King, the original artist, was like, I don't know, like a full circle moment. I felt very, very proud that he was able to hear the song and support it, so that's it. What does a perfect day off in the city look like for you? Well, right now it's raining and a little cold, but I think a perfect day off in the city of New York, I love rooftop bars. I like going out and going to a rooftop, getting something to eat, drink, and then being able to see the skyline of the Empire State Building. I think it never gets old. How did you find the balance between honoring the originals while putting your own spin on them? I think that was the most difficult challenge. I really wanted to keep the essence of the original song, keep it in the same key as well is really important for me. Like, not mess too much with it, but still add my own essence. Try it to be the most direct translation as possible. Change it up a little bit with the ad-libs. Obviously, the bachata vibe gives it a whole different twist. So I think that was what it was about, trying to keep that balance between the original and my own. In a total role reversal, who would you love to hear interpret your music? I don't know, I'd like to hear like a Juan Luis Guerra sing one of my songs. I think it'd be very different to hear him sing in his voice. I think it's interesting when I go on YouTube or Instagram and I see like young artists or new people sing my song and give it their own vibes. I think it's a really cool thing. If you had to describe Eterno in 3 words, what would they be? I don't know, there's so many words. It's gonna be more than 3, but I just think like a different era. I think musical, I think eternal, I think forever, I think Spanglish, I think Latin music, I think American classics, I think legendary. Those are all the words. What do you hope people feel the moment they press play on Eterno for the first time? I really hope they can appreciate this music that was from another era, music that I feel at the time was just so musical, so deep, in depth with melody, with lyrics, with music. So I really wanted to bring a bit of that nostalgia and that era into the world today. What album or artist are you listening to on repeat right now? I'm listening to Drake, Party Next Door. I'm listening to Bad Bunny. Honestly, at nighttime, I've been putting a lot of jazz playlists, actually. Like I'll do it to relax. I'll like say, you know, I'll put like romantic jazz, and there's been like cool songs coming up. So that's one thing that I've been doing different. Do you remember your first time hearing these songs? What did they mean to you growing up? You know, for example, yesterday, the Beatles, I remember that song. I remember being like young and just feeling like that song was such a bare, like open-hearted type of record. There's so many songs on this album, Eterno, that some of these songs I don't even know when I heard them for the first time. I just always knew them. You know, some of these songs are such big songs, legendary songs, that you kind of just know them. What's the most surprising DM or fan message you've ever gotten? I've gotten so many crazy DMs. I've gotten fans that send me pictures of things. I've gotten fans that say they're huge fans. I've gotten heartfelt messages of people that say that my music has helped them through a lot or helped them out of the hospital. So I think it's definitely a unique thing that you could have that sort of connection with fans nowadays. You've described Eterno as a nostalgic journey. What was your favorite memory from making it? I think my favorite thing was the challenge of really, like I said before, making it my own. And I think it was also like an educational process. I think it was fun to go and to really dive deep into the song, and I was finding like other covers and seeing what other people did, and some of these songs have so many covers in different genres and languages, and I would go in and find like who the original songwriters were and who the original artist was. So I think that was the cool part of this project. You've collaborated with everyone from Shakira to Snoop Dogg. Who's still on your dream list? There's so many artists on my dream list. From Latin could be Juan Luis Guerra, Enrique Iglesias, I'm a big fan of. English, big fan of Justin Bieber, Rihanna. There's so many artists that I'm a fan of that I think are really talented that, you know, maybe I could do some sort of collaboration that's unexpected. So hopefully there'll be more of that. I'm Prince Royce. Thanks for having me, Page 6. Eterno, new album's out now. Check it out everywhere.